Good. Welcome back to Anahata. Today in the Christian calendar is Maundy Thursday, which is actually like my favorite holiday, which if you know anything about it, it's a little strange because it's very dark. Um, when you go to a Maundy Thursday service, they remove all things that would remind you of of Christ, of Jesus, and it just becomes this darkness. But I was reading a little something this morning that gave it a different or it pointed out something different that I think is a beautiful thing for us to bring into our practice today. So Maundy, Maundy, is this mandate that Jesus gave to his disciples to go out and to love one another, to love all. And I think that is, and he's about to plunge into the darkest of the dark. And so the message that we can take on this day is that love carries us through the darkest of the dark times. And that we have, if we choose to take it on, we can take on a mandate to love. And love when it's hard. Love when love might not be the automatic go-to. So you can fill in the blank of your situations where you find it difficult to love. But today, we'll do some heart openers, make some access physically to the heart chakra, which really you only access through breath and meditation, right? They're energetic centers. But when we open up the body, it does help open the channels of our subtle body so that we can access the qualities of that chakra a little easier. So if we put a mental and physical focus on the physical area of the heart or the chest, in this region, then we can call forth what we think of when we think of our heart and our feeling center and love. So today, maybe you will invoke into your life this mandate to love, and especially when it's taken you through the darkest of your times. And maybe you have in the past had some very dark times. This is an invitation to remember who loved you through, how you were loved well, or maybe how you have loved others even when they were in their darkest moments and maybe weren't that easy to love. We've all had these, but they're good to remember because we hold all things in our tissues, in our body, in our system, and I think the more we can focus on these these emotions and sensations and memories of beauty, that is our go-to. That is what becomes our operating system more than recognizing and seeing the darkness, because it's there. We don't ignore it, but we can focus today, at least, on this deep sense of love through dark times. So let's rub our palms together, deepen the breath. Let go of anything that is not relevant to your practice right now. So you might have distraction for what you need to do today, or what you've already done, or what this week holds. But when we say now yoga begins, we put that in the outer landscape of our mind. And we settle into our deep intention here and now. So I invite you to place your hands lovingly on your chest and pull down a little bit. So as you pull down, you can feel this heaviness of the heart. But then from deep inside, lift up into the downward pressure. And notice what happens. The more you pull down, the more you can push up into it and expand the breath. We can acknowledge now that you have had dark times, that you have made it through to the other side. Not by skipping it, but by going straight through it. As you lift your heart into your hands, recognize that it was perhaps a love of life that got you through, or a love from another, the love of the divine. And this love has great strength and power to move mountains and change lives. So can you tap into that strength? The more you pull down, the more you lift up. There's a current of strength rising from your roots through the heart and expands through your crown. Let's chant the sound of Om once together, bringing the vibration of the sacred to our heart so that we can take on a mandate to love. Love each other, love the world into a better place. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way. Breathe into Om. Surrender your head to your heart. Release your hands, open your eyes. Just notice how you feel having released your hands and that downward pressure. Perhaps that inner lift remains. We'll just do a little bit more access. So tap the heart. A little bit of tapping. And just be loving and kind to yourself through this practice, because anytime we do a heart opening practice, there can be feelings that arise. And this is good. It is good to let things arise, move through us, and release. Good. Now we'll come into a restorative heart opener. So take your blanket and roll it up about to the size of your fist. Place it 2/3 of the way back on your mat. And then place the blanket roll at the bottom of the shoulder blades so that the tops of your shoulders are on your mat. So we've done a lot to open up the front of the chest, kind of stimulate this area of the body. And now we come into the back body. Your arms are out into a T. Shoulders are on the floor or on your mat. There's a lift of the thoracic spine. It's going to spread your ribs. That's good stuff. Get some stretch of the intercostal muscles between the ribs. Find the right amount of roll that is a little uncomfortable, but that you can stay with. And through the calming breath, let your body relax around it. A longer exhale helps our nervous system settle. We kind of downshift a bit. So count to yourself how long it takes you to breathe in. A nice long breath. And then breathe out 1 or 2 counts longer than the breath in. So if you breathe in for 4, breathe out for 5 or 6. When your mind wanders, you might just lovingly come back to the sacred intention today, the word love. Loving when it's hard, loving when it's dark. Just a few more rounds of this long exhale. And then bend your knees, placing your feet on your mat as wide as your mat. Take both knees over to your right. It's going to shift where you feel the pressure of the blanket roll. Using your breath, let your body settle. You also might feel a stretch in the psoas or the front of the left hip. Breathe some ease into that place as well. And then slowly move your knees to neutral and over to the other side. Breathe and settle. Find the tight places, put your brain there. Take a deep breath in and let it go. We have hurts in our lives that prevent us from loving regardless. Loving and liking are not the same. You can love but not like. So when they show up with these little pockets of tension, you can think that every time you're letting go, you're releasing something that prevents you from loving your neighbor, loving humanity, even the dark ones. And then bring your knees back to neutral. Let your knees touch as your feet are separate. Just accentuate the inner rotation of your thighs for a moment here. Let your thigh bones fall back into the hips. Good, and then roll to one side, coming up enough to remove the blanket. Turn your blanket into a pillow or a bolster, and then come onto your side, kind of curled into the fetal position here with on your right side. Let's do right side together. Right arm is extended, left palm and palms together. Okay, your head rests on the blanket. Now you have a nice place to access the back of the heart. So can you feel where the blanket roll was? Maybe there's a deeper sense of ease and openness there. Now keeping contact between your hand and your body. On your inhale, slide your hand along your arm all the way to your chest as your elbow comes back towards the floor. So the left elbow comes to or towards the floor. And then as you exhale, slide your hand along your body all the way to palms together. Usually when I do this in a in-person class, I'll see somebody doing the arm as a rainbow over the top. This is different. This is caressing your body and feeling the path of heart chakra as you go. Right, because there's minor chakras in the palms that connect to the heart. So we want to stimulate the whole line from heart to hand so that the reaching out becomes easier. the taking in becomes easier. So as you inhale, you're rolling open. As you exhale, you're rolling closed. Just let your head be along for the ride. If you ever get a stitch between the shoulder blades, this is my go-to. If you use a mouse a lot or computer work, I would recommend this one on the daily. The next time you're open, stay open and then open the arm as well. You can do a little bit more twist through the chest. Let's come into a supine twist here. Shoulders broad. Relax the neck. And then slide your hands back together and roll to the other side. Try not to disturb the work you've done. So just quietly roll without jarring motions. All right, both arms extended, palms together. Now you're on your left side. Pause here and rest. Let your bones be heavy. When you feel ready, inhaling, slide your hand along your body all the way to the chest as the elbow opens to the floor. Exhale, slide it closed. An energetic massage from heart to hand, and also a nice opportunity to twist in the upper body. Keeps a nice range of motion. Let's do 2 more. And then roll all the way open. Adjust your shoulders to a comfortable twist. And let gravity do the work here. And slide the hands back together. Pause. And then remove the blanket from beneath your head and come onto your back, please. With your heels up near your sitting bones, pushing into your feet, lift your hips up. Heart goes up, coming into bridge pose, and then really roll your shoulders underneath you. So there's a high heart here. If you can, wrap your fingers around your sticky mat. So there you are at the right and left sides of your mat. Wrap your fingers and now pull your sticky mat towards your feet. Be gentle here because this is a pretty deep shoulder and neck stretch, so be kind, be loving. Pull the mat gently towards your feet as you lift your chest. Chin is neutral. Just a couple more breaths here. There's some pretty decent effort of the shoulders back, so the heart is really expanding. We open up that 5th chakra. Right? Open up that part of the body to make the communication of the love accessible. And release down. Extend your legs straight on your mat. Squeeze your legs, flex your feet. Take a deep breath in, arms relaxed alongside of you. As you exhale, tone your core, lengthen the back body. Bring your shoulders up so that you can see your toes. Okay, so the front body squeezes down, shoulders are relaxed. Breathe here, looking at your toes. Right, so we're freeing up the body above the heart so that everything has the ability to flow. Here, take a moment. You can even look right there at your heart. And then relax all the way back. Let the feet go. Calmly, quietly turn your face to the left and to the right, relaxing all the muscles around the neck. Nice and easy here. We're being loving and kind while working. Okay, then we'll do fish pose. And if you know that putting pressure on the crown of your head isn't great, then you'll do a modification. So the modification to fish pose is your head stays down and you just do the chest part of bridge. Okay, so you roll the shoulders underneath and lift your heart. This is the modification. If you're doing full fish, come up onto your elbows. Lift your chest here and tuck your chin. Now squeeze your legs down so that everything is anchored. Keeping your chin tucked, walk your elbows towards your hips, and then take your head back till the crown is on your mat. Give a little tiny 5% pressure of your head into your mat. And breathe here, broaden through the chest. Really press your elbows back so that there's strength between the shoulder blades, strength in the back body to help open the front. 2 more breaths. And on your inhale, lift, lengthen your neck, and lower down. Pause with a sigh. That's some good 5th chakra work. Now we'll come down to 3rd. So we want everything on both sides of the heart to be operational. Bring your knees into your chest for Jatara Parivartanasana. Legs squeezing together. Inhale, they go to the right. Both shoulders stay pinned to your mat. Exhale. Legs come back to center. Inhale, knees to the left. Exhale to center. Keep moving on your breath timing as we polish this lustrous gem of Manipura. And here we can ask the question, what is it to align our will with love? Or can the power of love see us through the dark times? Knowing there is the other side. Once you've done both sides equally, bring your legs back for happy baby and rock side to side playfully. Big sigh. You can think of those as heart sloths, where you're just sloughing off pins and needles that you've gathered in your life. Just let them go. Dead cells around the heart that prevent love. Now bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart. Pull your feet towards you as you press your knees away. Little hip opener here, reclining Baddha Konasana. So you're holding your feet, pushing your feet together. As you roll your shoulders back, your feet come closer to you, and then do the effort of moving your knees away. So it's going to fire up the legs a little bit. We're opening up the pelvis. Well, the pelvis will stay the way it is, but we're moving the muscles around it so that there's some freedom of motion. Okay, you can rock a little bit or just stay still. A couple more breaths. The heart chakra takes in everything of the other chakras. So what affects one affects the heart. It's the gateway between the upper and lower chakras. So we want all of our being to be healthy, which comes through love. All right, hug both knees in. Then extend your right leg to the ceiling as your left foot comes to the floor. Squeeze it as straight as you can and roll your ankle. Here we are, Muladhara. Good, roll it the other way. Good. Now keep it kind of flexed, at least active. I should say active foot. Your other foot, your left foot, pushes into the floor. So that leg becomes like a standing leg. You can even tone the left buttocks for stability. Hips stay still. Take your right leg in some circles. The arms could be on the hips or alongside of you, but the work is in the core. So you're standing strong on the left foot. Whole pelvic bowl stays on the ground, right? So you're not wobbling to and fro. Only make your circle as big as you can, keeping the hips still. Right, as you feel stronger, you can take the circle a little bigger. Just don't do this with your shoulders. They love to help stabilize. Really make it the work of the core. Okay, let's go the other way. Every time you notice your neck or shoulders have started to do the work, just shake your head and relax. Good. Lower the leg all the way down. Push down through that foot. Stretch your leg straight, 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 straight. And relax. Let's change sides. So right foot to the floor. Left leg extends to the sky. Roll your ankle. Roll it the other way. Good. Now pushing into your foot, make the right leg active, tone the right buttocks, and the left leg goes in a circle. Relax the neck and shoulders. Your foot is active. Good. Go the other way. Only take the circle as big as you can, keep the pelvis still. I got to credit my mom with this. This is one of those she does before she gets out of bed. It saves her from her stenosis. Good. Then keeping the leg straight, lower it all the way down to the ground, but squeeze it, reach it long. Deep breath in. And relax everything as you exhale. 2 feet on the floor. Notice how you feel. Okay, everything's active. Knees in, roll to your side, come to all fours. Settle into child's pose. Soft face, soft heart. Now the back of the heart faces the sun. Let the light in. We only know darkness because we've known light. We're walking through darkness. We invoke more light. Turn towards it wherever we find it. Chakra Vikasana. On all fours, rock forward and back on your breath. This is a nice opportunity to come up into Ajna, into that sixth chakra, where the light realm exists. We drink in the light through our eyes and then funnel it into the heart so that any darkness of the heart can receive the light. Today, the light of love. And the next time you're moving through, transition to downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet for a moment, but then settle to stillness. Wrapping your triceps down towards your mat, or wrapping them towards your eyes, so outer arms towards the eyes. Broaden the head of the arm bones, so make space around your ears. Then anchor down through the index finger and thumb. Press into your pinkies and place your attention in the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the heart. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. From the front of the heart, push into the hands. Just a few more breaths here, really activating these arms. And the focal point in downward facing dog is the hearts, where we draw in and extend out energetically in this pose. Two more breaths. Left leg forward, lunge. Okay, just push into the feet, lengthen your body. On your next inhale, come up, high lunge, palms together, shoulders back and down. And just move a little bit. So inhale, pushing into the front foot, straighten that, almost straighten the leg, and then as you exhale, come lower. Okay, back leg is really straight. Lift and lower. So you're stretching the back foot. Keep that back thigh turning in. Good, now stay low. Press your thumbs against your chest and chest back on the thumbs, just like when we began. So you pull down on the sternum, lift up, and now twist to the left. Use your core. You're really pulling the ribs around. Turn the back thigh in more. And with ease through your neck, look back over the left shoulder. Big twist here. Squeeze your butt. Stay. Reaching the arms out, Parivrita Virabhadrasana 2. So this is a revolved warrior 2. Turn a little bit more. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale, touch down. Down doggy. Breathe. Right leg forward, lunge. Pause. Settle into it. Enter each pose lovingly and thoughtfully. No need to rush. Rooting into your mat, come up high lunge, palms together. Thumbs pressing down on the sternum, sternum back up into the thumbs. So you can feel that internal powerful lift, and then lift and lower. So ride the breath as you pull your heel forward and back, front knee bends and straightens. Good, then staying low with your heart high, hug around the hips. So really draw in and twist. Pull the right ribs back. Turn all the way through the crown. If your front knee starts to open, just put it back. Good, reach out. Parivrita Virabhadrasana 2. If you have a little bit more turning now, draw the shoulder back, draw the ribs back. Turn, turn, turn. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale, touch down. Step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Do a little back bend here. Exhale, bow. Reaching forward, inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together at your heart. Uttanasana flow. Inhale, stretch up. From the heart, lift like you're a geyser rising, and then it falls back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, drawing your heart forward. Exhale, bow, back body long. Reaching forward, inhale, rise all the way to a back bend. Squeeze down through your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bow. Strong backs, y'all. Inhale, rise. And palms together. Chair flow. So getting strong in the legs. Inhale, lift up. Another little baby back bend. Exhale, bend your knees, touch your mat. Stay low in the legs. Inhale, chair, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. Rise. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend your knees, touch your mat. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend your knees, touch your mat. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Reaching forward, inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together. Take a deep cleansing breath. Three rounds of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, stretch, up. Exhale, bow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths in down dog. Step or hop, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise. Palms together. Anytime we're working Surya Namaskar A, I always think of that solar plexus because of the sun. This is where we have this power, this engine of transformation. So as you move through the next 2 rounds on your own time, what would it be like to flow and move and strengthen the power of love from inside? So that's how you see the world, that it comes through the heart and out through the eyes. Off you go. You're on your mandate to love. All right, burn through the obstacles. Once more, or wherever you are in the process. Once you've finished, place 2 blocks on the floor in front of you. And stand in Tadasana. Heels beneath sitting bones. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bow, bringing your hands to your blocks. Your body is basically parallel to the floor. Lift your kneecaps and tone your thighs. The body is nice and long. Retract your chin. Spine is long. Shift onto your left foot. So feel the leg become active first. You want to know the support is there before you move into balancing. Support by toning your muscles and rooting into your foot. Lifting your right toes, glide your right leg up to 90 degrees. Pause. Really draw the standing hip crease back. Now, pushing into the floor, roll your top hip open. Move the right hip bone away from your mat, coming into half moon rising. So now, broaden between the legs at 90 degrees. When you're ready, bring your arm alongside your body, shoulder is rolled back. So right arm alongside your body. Pause, and then stay or take the right arm up. From the back of the heart, extend through both hands equally. And bring your right hand to your block, turn your lifted leg in, stand on 2 feet. Quietly shift onto the right leg. Feel the muscles tone. Pushing into the floor, flex the opposite toes, left toes, so that foot is active, and slide your leg up parallel to your mat. If your waistline dipped down, draw your low ribs in, so core is engaged. Keep your standing hip crease back. Pause here and elongate through your spine. So if your head is bent back, retract your chin a little so everything stays lengthened. Now, pressing into your standing foot, lift your left hip. Open it up. Moving the hip away from the floor. Standing hip crease back. Press into the standing foot deeply. Stay or bring your left arm alongside your body and pause there. Re-elongate the spine. Top ribs are down. You're integrating towards your core as you balance. And stay or spread your wings. Breathe evenly. You can keep facing the floor or look forward or up at the top hand. You might be wobbling, you might come down and get back up, but keep your breath smooth and long. Air is the element of the heart, so keep it smooth and supportive, regardless of what's going on in the body. Okay, turn to face your mat. Hand comes down, leg turns in, touches the floor. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow. Hands to your hips. Circle your shoulders back. Rise up slowly. Let's do the hula. And go the other way. Good. Now get your strap. And let's put it in a loop. That's about the same as you are, underarm to underarm. Okay, so you make a loop, then measure underarm to underarm over the chest. Err on the side of it being a little big. Then hold the loop behind you with your elbows bent. So thumbs are to the inside, fingers wrap around. Right, like strong. Okay, heels beneath sitting bones. Roll your shoulders a few times. Good. Then legs strong and straight. Tone the buttocks and root down. So from the solar plexus, you are deeply rooted. Actually, step your feet a little bit wider, so they're a little bit wider than hip distance. Okay, now bend your elbows behind you and lift your chest. It's very similar to bridge pose, right? The head of the arm bones move back and the heart lifts up, tuck your chin. Breathe here and broaden. As you exhale, draw your elbows closer together and straighten your arms. They might not move, but that's the effort. That's the tone. Arms are straight behind you. Breathing in, little back bend. Look up. And breathing out, soften your knees, bow forward. Shoulders move away from your ears. So keep the shoulder blades moving up towards your hips. Then take your hands and your strap overhead. Tone your abdominals. So pull your navel towards your spine to curl in deeper to the forward fold. Shoulders away from the ears. They'd love to just succumb to gravity, but keep drawing them back. And then take your hands further overhead. Core is strong, core is working. Let's go 3 more breaths. You got this. And then lengthen through the crown, slowly come up. And just relax a bit. So you can hold the strap, just relax the arms. And we'll use this same bind, but move into warrior 3 or a variation thereof. So standing on both feet, holding your strap, rolling your shoulders back, arms are straight. So this is to help keep the windows right here open. So from the heart to the shoulder. And to help keep your shoulders rolling back. They tend to roll forward where we're headed. So this is to help with that. Okay, arms are as straight as you can do behind you. Now shift onto your left leg, make it work. And then tilt your body forward as you turn your right toes under behind you. So be here for a moment. Integrate your legs like scissors trying to close. Excuse me. That wasn't too loud. I'm a loud sneezer. All right, shoulders back and down. Zip in your core. And stay just like this. If you're getting like a sense of groundedness, openness, and peace, remain. If you want to take it into balance, then tilt forward. Eventually, the body becomes parallel to the floor, as does your leg. Keep your body long. It's a new experience with the arms alongside of you and shoulders rolling back. So it helps really integrate to the back body in this pose. And back to 2 feet. Relax the arms for a moment. Good. Other side. So shoulders roll back, arms strong and steady. Shift onto the right foot. Draw the low ribs in so everything's integrating. Tilt forward, turn your left toes under behind you. Take a breath. And then slowly bow. Pause where you feel like you're on the edge of being able to balance, and fight for that edge. Fight for the balance. Fight for the love in the darkness. Let it see your way through. One more breath. And back to 2 feet. Release the strap and see how you feel. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Choose one side. You know how to do it. Build your tree, and from the heart through the hands, let it blossom. Let it bloom. Bring out the inner springtime. Right? Every leaf on the tree showing us that life returns after the dark. And when you're ready, change sides. And release down. Let's do a little bit of bouncing. And heart sloths. Right, you've been doing a lot of good balancing and holding, which helps us be strong as we walk through the dark times. And then you get to the other side, and like a good animal that you are, you shake it off. Release the cortisol that helped you through. Release the adrenaline that helped you move, helped you stay. Switch gears. Shake it off, shake it off. Right, because the joy returns, and so we'll do 5 breaths of joy. Inhale, lift. Now we let it go. Ha! 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 Let it all go. Ha! One more. Ha! Lift and hold. And let it cascade down. Ah. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Close your eyes. And love. Right here, love as a verb. Doing it with purpose. Let's move into standing baby cradle. You might like your blocks on the floor. We've got 4 corners here. Shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip. Now we move into the hips. Sweeping out the whole temple. So right ankle comes across your left thigh. Breathe in as you lift up. And as you exhale, take your hips back and your hands to your blocks, or to a tabletop or a wall. However you can feel stable with your ankle across. You could also do this seated in a chair. It's the right side hip opener. Stay here if you're getting a lot out of this. If you want to enhance, use your left hand against the bottom of your lifted foot. Push your foot and hand against each other. Shoulders roll back. Quietly broaden the inner thighs. Sweetly broaden the sitting bones gently. Relax your jaw. Okay, stay or bend your standing leg more. And take a deeper forward fold. Keep the pressure of hand and foot. Engaging your core, draw your forehead in towards your standing shin. Draw the navel back, Keep sitting low, palms together, rise up to balance. And stand on 2 feet. Good. Other side. Left ankle comes across. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, bow. Bend your standing leg. Pause and check in. One way to be loving to your body is to always just keep stopping and asking, how are we doing? Shall we go more? Or are we good right here? Okay, with your right hand, press against your lifted foot, foot and hand against each other. Inhaling, baby back bend. Exhaling, if you're going further, bend your standing leg more. And then take a forward fold. Keep checking in. You want to go into sensation. Right? We don't come into yoga because we want to remain the same. We're looking for growth, transformation, health, balance. Which doesn't necessarily mean reverting to habit. So if it's your habit to stop at a certain place, consider integrating. So really pull into your strength. Keeping your breath long, go a little bit deeper. As long as there's not pain, like sharp pain, go into the sensation. Don't shy away from the darkness. Let it change you, but stay loving. All right, bend your standing leg more, belly button back, palms together, balance. And return to 2 feet. Take a wide stance, 5-pointed star. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Up and down. Good. Very symmetrical, very balanced sequence here. And all is well. Your shoulder blades are massaging the back of the heart, front of the heart exposed to the light. Okay, stay low and balance, palms down, heels up. Zip it in. And lower your heels, stretch your legs straight and bring them together. Good, let's come to sit. You got some choices. You can sit directly on your heels. You can place a block between your heels and sit, which is lovely. Or if your body likes it, well, then you can sit between the heels. If it bothers the tops of your feet and the architecture doesn't work, come into crisscross applesauce, so Sukhasana, or a comfortable pose of your choice. Good, now you can rest your hands, arms alongside your body, palms down or up. I'm choosing this mudra. This is the mudra of enlightenment, right? So the right hand rests in the left, and then you touch your thumbs together. I find it very neutral, which is a nice aspect of the heart, equanimity. And then close your eyes or lower your gaze and begin box breathing. So if you're working with a count of 4, you inhale for 4. Maintain the breath in with a sense of lift for 4. Then exhale for 4, letting go of what needs releasing. And then pause with the breath out for 4, simply observing. So it goes inhale, hold, exhale, hold to the same count. Pause with love. Let your attention rest in heart center as you do this box breath, the heart, the center of the box. Just foster this mandate to love. After your next exhale, let your breath breathe you. Bring your hands to the floor in front of you. Place your block between your thighs. Embrace your block, downward facing dog. Hug your block, scoop your belly back, and stretch your arms straight. And lower your knees. We'll set up for downward facing Shavasana. Your blanket goes out in front of you. The blanket is for your forehead. Your nose is on the floor in front of the blanket roll. One block in front of each shoulder, tilted inward to support the triangle of the shoulders. Chest is between. Arms alongside of you, palms up. Here we are facing downwards into darkness, into the underworld. Can you maintain your intention of love while resting in the darkness? In Shavasana, we practice death. And it's not just the final death, it's all the tiny deaths that occur each day. as we move into our own awakening. We have to die to the small self to live into the big self, the true self. And it can be a difficult path, but if bathed in love and self-love, it can be easier. Because the light returns, because life returns, return to the focus on our breath, the prana, the life source of each of us that moves through us and through all of life. So as you deepen your breath, reconnect with life. Bring your whole loving self to it. As you bring your hands up alongside your body and lovingly move back into child's pose. And when you're ready, roll yourself back to a seated posture. Let's finish in the sound of Om. Breathe in. To life and to love. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. If you're celebrating Passover, Good Friday, and Easter, may you lovingly be with your people, and may you be a light in the world among all of us, as we all are. See you next time. Bye for now.